should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
From the 27, Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. The Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get this down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cook now off the read option. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
38.
Here's Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down and inches. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't it? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. It looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the counter with Cook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Yellow. Hey, green.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Shot, 17.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey.
On second down, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Slide 2.
Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. He'll drop to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about the erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Trouble 38.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
97.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
10 cycles.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got some space here. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now Lance on the bootleg. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
inches.
Set, hunt. Watch out now. 52. No, 52. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to have the Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on the jersey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attack?
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 3. Jack Fox to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. And incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Complete to Jamal Williams. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
At the 1-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
The kicker on.
Dalton Schultz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Makes the score
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Again, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far. and it's cost them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, move. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Ajabo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Blaster, stay. Smash, red. Go pink. White.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points. Couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Touchdown! Brock Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Vikings 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third and long, it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Ojabo able to disrupt yet another pass play.